Hi world. I hope you're having just like the best day ever. I was gonna do a written blog this week, but I think Jesus just had other plans because something happened this week and it's been throwing me off. And so instead of posting the written blog I felt like that wouldn't have been true to where I am this week. And so I just figured I would post that at a different time. And I would just basically share my heart on here. Yep. So to preface, this is like gonna be I basically think of this as like if I were getting coffee with a friend, or if I was like meeting up with someone that I loved or that loved me, and they asked me like, hey Whitney, like what have you been learning lately, or like where's your heart at right now, or like what have you like been feeling, and like have you seen Jesus in it this week? That is how I see this time, as like my letting the world into who I am and where I am and where Jesus is in the midst of it. And this week is kind of vulnerable to put on the internet because it's about my love life, and that's just like not something I tell anyone that I don't really truly very much so love. So I feel very loved. Yeah, I just kind of figured that if the Lord was using this so much in my life, that he could use it for someone else's life too. Therefore, I am burying my soul in my room with the intention of loving the people I love well. So, all that to say, just give me a lot of grace and hear me out, and know that if this is a place that you're heading to, just know that you're not alone in it. So, to preface, this is my favorite shirt in the entire world. Not like, I have lots of very favorite shirts, but this one has lemons and toucans, if you can see it. So today I am just going to put my very favorite shirt, and I made my bed for, again, my mom would be proud. And I'm just gonna let y'all in. So, I have had a major crush on someone. Like, a major crush. Like, I see the world in his eyes, and I just like, we have the same preferences, and I just really think so highly of him. I think he's so handsome and so fun and so kind. And to this, like up to this week, I've just been in a place of like, okay, well, like right now is clearly just like not the right time. He just like probably is sorting through stuff in his heart that he needs to get through before he pursues someone else, and like that's probably what it is. And like in my heart, I've been praying to the Lord just to like close the door or open it for me, because I don't want the past like year, I feel like I've just like dated these guys and then had to break up with them for one reason or another, or whatever the case was, and I just did not want to have to do that again. I did not want to like have to go through another breakup, and so I was just like, okay, Jesus, like either give him the eyes to see me or don't like, if it's not going to work out in the long run, don't let it work out in the short run, because that would just make life after the run is over very, very awkward, and I just like don't want that. And so come to find out this week that he is pursuing a girl hardcore, and that girl is not me. And I interact with him a lot, and I have been very angry at him, and in a way that like doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make, like, he never knew that I like had a huge crush on him. He never knew that like I wanted to date him, or he never knew all of these things, and yet like my heart is still hurting, even though in my head I know like I asked Jesus to not let anything happen if it wasn't going to work out in the long run. And I know that there's so many things about him that like don't make sense for me and don't add up. And so logically in my head, I've just been in this place of like, okay, well, this makes sense. Like, it's not gonna work out, it's fine. But in my heart, it like, I like whine. I'm like, oh, he doesn't think I'm pretty, that means that I'm ugly. And like, he doesn't like think I'm funny or interesting or smart, that means that I clearly can't be funny or interesting or smart. He like as if like as if my worth depends on whether someone sees it or not. And that's stupid. That's so dumb. And my head knows that that's dumb. My head knows that it is not that my worth is dependent on whether he sees me. My worth is dependent on Jesus, and my hope is in Jesus, and life is found in Jesus' arms and not in a man's arms. And so, like, my head knows it, and my heart, though, is like a freaking mess. Like, a mess. And so today I was sitting at the place that I work at, and I was having time with Jesus, and I was reading Psalm 149, so I'm going to read it. But it says, let Israel rejoice in their Maker. Let the people of Zion be glad in their King. Let them praise his name with dancing and make music to him with timbrel and harp. For the Lord takes delight in his people. He crowns the humble with victory. Let his faithful people rejoice in this honor and sing for joy on their beds. And I just like thought that was so interesting that it says our delight is in our Maker, or that let the people of Zion be glad in their King. And then it goes on to talk about how the Lord takes delight in his people, and how our delight, me and Jesus, our delight is found in each other. Like, I delight in him, I am satisfied in him, I am taken care of in him, and he loves me. He delights in me. In the psalm before that, 148, it says, he has raised up for his people a horn, the praise of all his faithful servants of Israel, the people close to his heart. I am close to his heart. And I think the reason that I have felt so just down and so discouraged in trying to like find my worth in this guy is that I forgot the point. Because the end is not marriage. The point is not a man. The point is nothing other than knowing Jesus more. And if this man is not going to help me know Jesus the way that Jesus wants me to know him, there is no point in me dating him. It has nothing to do with whether I'm good enough or whether he's good enough, but rather whether together we're good to know Jesus. That is it. That is the only point. And it puts perspective on like rejection, feeling like I wasn't chosen, but it puts perspective on it because he isn't not choosing me. It's not that he doesn't think I'm pretty. It isn't that he doesn't think I'm interesting or funny. We're friends. Of course he thinks I'm interesting and funny. He laughs at my jokes. But like, the point is that Jesus will give me someone that helps me know him more. And if that's not through this certain man, that has nothing to do with me and everything to do with Jesus. I want y'all to know that our worth is not found in the people that see us or the people that like us or the people that think that we're funny or interesting or pretty or handsome or smart. Our worth strictly comes from the fact that Jesus Christ himself died for us and rose from the grave and put victory in our hands and allows us to walk in it every single day. So I just wanted y'all to hear from my face and from the toucans on my shirt that you, who you are, is beautiful and cherished and loved, and that there is no one and nothing on this earth that can take that away. And if someone has told you that you're not good enough through rejecting you, like through not liking you or through dating someone else, I want you to know that that is not true of you, that you are not rejected, you are cherished in Jesus, and that he has the best for you, and the best for you is him. He is taking delight in you, and it is us who gets to rejoice in our Maker. So just walk today knowing that our rejoicing is in Jesus and in not anyone on earth. I love y'all. Thank you for letting me bare my soul. And if you like this or you're encouraged, let me know, because it is so sweet to know that Jesus is using these things that terrify me and scare me, because it is terrifying and it is scary to bare your soul in front of a camera and put it for the internet for anyone to see. So let me know if you need something, or if you like me to talk about something in specifically. So, yep. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and know that you are so stinking loved. Okay. Bye, y'all.